You still cannot group all white people into one group. Don't think you can generalize people in any group.
You said that we can't generalize them?
If I wanted to watch white people skate, I go to any courtroom in America.
I'm not saying men are toilets, but both holidays are mostly catered towards a bunch of white Johns. I understand that for some people, white people, one of the biggest fears of white America is that minorities are coming to take their jobs. You know what I mean?
That's like a samurai being like, don't use swords.
What up?
What up, kids? It's your boy, Lilly Singh, and I'm here to roast that fool 16leo. Something about that sounded wrong. What's up, you big babies? It's me, Lilly Leo, and we are back where it all began, talking about your girl, Lilly Singh. It's actually crazy to think that that's where it all started. Like, I saw a video of Lilly Singh roasting Dwayne Wade, and I was like, huh, why is nobody roasting you? It's been a crazy year, to say the least. Things have been going pretty well recently, and she's just been enjoying her downtime. Until now, she did a Q&A, and she used the Q&A to flex on the haters, as usual. What's up, you big babies? Are you subscribed yet? You're not? Well, I bet you didn't know I was gonna pull a fluffy toy out my ass, did you? Now you have to subscribe. It's just, that's how it works, okay? Shut up. Also, while you're at it, do follow my Instagram at 16leo_. I'm making an announcement that will be there first, so I think you'll want to see that if you like the channel. It's gonna be pretty cool. But before we start, I want to thank ExpressVPN for sponsoring today's video. Without a VPN, your data is like a postcard that will get seen by a bunch of people before it gets to its final destination. And let's be real, do you want everybody at the post office to see what you sent Uncle Gavin this Christmas? No! I don't even have an Uncle Gavin, and I would not want anybody to see my private stuff. You know what I mean. With ExpressVPN, your data is encrypted and sent through a secure tunnel, similar to putting that postcard into a super secure envelope. And simply put, that is why I use ExpressVPN, because I want my private information to remain private, and I am sure you do too. Luckily, ExpressVPN is super easy to use. All you need to do is open it up and click to connect. I think I've said this before, but I am a huge fan of That show is blocked in Australia. ExpressVPN also allows you to unblock content not available in your country. You would be surprised by how much content you can unlock on streaming platforms such as Netflix and Amazon Prime by changing which country you're connected from. So make sure you're protected and unlock some great content using ExpressVPN by clicking the link below. To find out how you can get 3 months free, click the link in the description box below at expressvpn.com/16leo. Okay, so I've watched enough Lilly Singh to know that I didn't want to do a normal list. I wanted to do a more advanced list because I'm sort of a Lilly connoisseur, if you will. I did 4 things that probably not like the normal thing, like a bisexual woman of color. Yeah. These are little idiosyncrasies that I noticed that she did in all of her videos. Sticking out her tongue. She does that in every video. I don't know why, but she's like just randomly. Can you imagine having an actual conversation like that? Like, hey Dan, how's your wife? She's dead. That is so crazy. Say hi to the wife and kids for me. I'm so sorry. I forgot that she died. You just said random, nonsensical, loud as sound. I don't know why she screams in the middle of a video. It's just like, you get scared. I feel like maybe some of her fans are falling asleep watching her, and she just gives them a little, and then they're back to like, you know, you wake up. Oh, that's why I'm a fan of Lilly. Oh my God, please stop screaming. Somehow she calls everyone who doesn't agree with her haters, and not only that, she flexes on them in some sort of way. The one thing I consistently don't like is the fact that she always uses money or some sort of leverage over people to be like, I'm more successful than you, so I'm better. I don't like that. That's the one thing that I've never liked. Like, she's very successful and good at what she does. You don't have to make other people feel bad that they're not in the position you're in. That's all. And the last thing is simple, something hella contradictory. She flip-flop. She flip-flop. She flip-flop. Says one thing, does another. Hates men, loves them. Straight, bi. Humble, not humble. Anyway, for all time's sake, let's get into it.
Honestly, the hardest part of these videos is deciding what to do with my hair.
Same.
Yo, what's going on? Oh my god, it's a Q&A video. What is happening to the world? And I actually don't mind the honest Q&As with like spicier questions because I feel like they lead to deep conversations. Let's get into the spicy.
I always forget that she randomly talks in an Indian accent, then just goes straight out of it. Can you imagine that shit happening in real life again? Oh, hey Dan, I'm so sorry about your dead wife. I can't believe it happened. I am just so sorry. You motherfucker. You knew she was Indian. Oh my god, I don't know what is going on. I can't stop it. Can somebody please get me help?
Haha, okay, right off the bat, we're going there, huh? This question is, how did you deal with the criticism, bad reviews about your show on NBC? It's easy to trick yourself into be like, oh my god, everyone doesn't like my show. Even this question is phrased in a world where like, how did you feel about all the bad reviews? Statistically, from NBC, my show way outperformed whatever was in that time slot before. It has been a success for them.
I actually checked what was in the time slot before. It was The Late Show with Carson Daly, which started in 2002. It ended in 2019. That's 17 seasons off that show. I don't know if you watched my recent video on Ellen and her 18th season. They seem to give up by 17, 18. So your first season compared to someone's 17th is not much of a flex. But if you want to hold on to that, sure.
It's easy to trick yourself into be like, oh my god, everyone doesn't like my show. Even this question is phrased in a world where like, how did you feel about all the bad reviews? But I just need to emphasize that statistically for NBC, this show has been a win.
Also, I just want to defend the dude who asked the question. Yes, he did say a lot of bad reviews, but in his defense, I did go onto IMDb. A Little Late with Lilly Singh is rated 1.6 out of 10 by 5,200 people. That 5,200 people would at least come to a conclusion of like a 5 or 6 if it was mixed. But everyone seems to unanimously agree this is not it, Chief. To make sure that I'm not cherry picking, I'm reading these reviews one after the other. I'm not skipping. This is the first one. 0 star. Please don't confuse my 1-star rating with a 1 star. It's actually 0. Thank you. Whew. Awkward, unfunny, and a painful reminder that modern networks are completely out of touch. 2 in a row. Okay. Beyond my expectations. Cringier than I expected. That started so well. Lily, this show was beyond my expectations. It sucks so fucking bad. It actually, I didn't think I had such low standards. You lowered the fucking bar. I can't limbo under that because it's underground. That started so nicely. I am in awe of how a brown woman can get on television, embarrass her entire community, at the same time spitting the most moronic statements about white people whilst claiming to be the savior of late night television. Aside from the joke stealing, she is just one of the worst comedians ever. I canceled my cable subscription. I watched 15 minutes of this and called Comcast to turn everything off. We get it, you're bi. We get it, you're brown. When will you be a funny bi brown woman though? I think here's a good place to stop. What I'm trying to say is that there are quite a few bad reviews. I mean, the show wasn't too good. It already got renewed, and that's a good thing because she has a chance to improve, and she should be given the chance. It's just, you shouldn't act like season 1 wasn't that bad because it was.
Of course, I got so many comments from people online. Why are you so not funny on the show? Why are you so loud on the show? Those critiques, and I mean this in the most respectful way, are in a way similar to when I watch a basketball game and I go, oh my god, what an idiot. How could you not make that 3 point?
That's because that's the coach, Lily. He's not supposed to be in the game. He's probably looking at you like, bro, I am this close to giving you a timeout, okay?
If Fallon or Kimmel or Corden or someone came up to me and was like, yo, this is my critique of your show, I'd be like, oh frig, this person knows exactly what it's like to make this show. They know all the obstacles. They're informed about this. Let me listen to their opinion. That doesn't mean I'm not listening to people online.
That's a tough way of dealing with things. I get what she's saying. You can't listen to everyone, but I also think it's kind of weird to only listen to your contemporaries. Isn't that going along the territory of only listening to yes men? The people around you who are closest to you who probably wouldn't tell you if something was wrong. You think any of Lily's closest friends would be like, you suck, you suck, you suck. You really think anybody would do that? I just don't think that's a healthy way of accepting and taking criticism. You have to mix the good in with the bad, don't you? That's why there's a like and dislike button on YouTube.
Why am I so loud on the show? It's because my budget is small, my studio is small, we don't have a built-in sound system.
Wiggle please, I'm sorry, I had to say it. Have you seen my studio? It's just a room. In that case, I should be talking like this! I feel like my neighbors are gonna hate me even more than they already do. You're on NBC, Lily. The two things they have to afford you is audio and visual. If NBC didn't care, then you'd be filming on a potato camera. You just like screaming. I like screaming too, I get it. You scream, I scream. We all scream for attention, because that's what we fucking crave. Sorry.
Are you and Mostly Sane friends? Yo, girl love. I know everyone always asks me these questions like, are you and Mostly Sane friends? Or perhaps expecting me to say an answer that's tea, and there is no tea.
I like 2 cups of tea. You know why? Because I called him TT. Sorry, what were you saying? I'm just entertaining myself now.
How do you know it's the right time to come out? Oh, how much time we got on this video?
There it is. Have you ever wanted to be wrong about something but knew you were right?
I remember the moment I texted my entire team saying like, I have to do this, I have to tweet this, was because I went to a really, really big audition. I'm generally pretty good at auditions when it comes to remembering my lines at least, or like being charming.
Ah yes, Lilly Singh, one of the most charming women I've ever seen. She just came up to me one day and she was like, how you doing, sir? And then she said she's bi and she hates men. And then she left, she said bi again, and I was like, did you mean bisexual or bi? I was like, wow, she's so charming. She didn't get the part.
I bombed that audition so badly, and it was actually in a movie that was with Dwayne Johnson.
I like that name drop. I did an audition with Dwayne. Oh, you don't know Dwayne? Dwayne Johnson. That's The Rock, baby. I know him on a first name basis. Me and him, we go way back. I knew him since he was a pebble. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm Lilly Singh. I make hella jokes, son.
Oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh my God, I have to come out. Oh my God, I'm not being my truth. And that's all I was thinking about during the audition. But it could be different for everyone else. And I think in your own time and in your own way, you will decide, and whatever you decide will be perfect.
I wish I understood the story. Like, to my knowledge, what she said was she had an audition with The Rock and she didn't do well, and that's why she's a bisexual woman. It's obviously more than that, and it probably goes down to the core, so I very much respect that. And I seriously do appreciate her saying that the way that you do it is perfect. That is very good advice. And this is why I say that I like her. She definitely does do good things. It's just in between the hella bad things, she drops little gems. Gem bad thing. Gem bad thing.
Wow, I got a little choked up there.
Do you see what I mean? What the fuck was that? She said something really nice and sweet, and she followed it up with
No offense. This is gonna be good. Are you getting upset you're getting a lot less views on YouTube? Into my heart. Yeah, it's no surprise. I am getting less views on YouTube. I think my videos back in the day used to get millions of views. Now they struggle to get to 1 million. I still get the millions of views on Facebook and on Instagram. My TikTok is growing. My YouTube is really slowed down. It is what it is.
Man, I don't care about YouTube. I get millions of views on Facebook, a place where old people over the age of 65 look at memes that they don't understand. I also go on to TikTok. I get millions of views there, a place where my 8-year-old nephew said, look at this video, and it was a girl doing this. That's crazy. I am not sad about this. YouTube sucks.
I can't live my life being governed by views. Truthfully, does it upset me? Yeah, of course I'm always like, oh my God, is my video not funny, yada yada. I've been there monitoring my views and making my value associated with views, and I don't want to do that anymore. And so again, that's just a recipe to insanity.
I find myself agreeing with Lily. I drive myself crazy sometimes with views because I can't change who I am. So if people like me, then hell yeah. If they don't, then hell no. I mean, I will definitely branch out and do more things, but I'm still gonna be me. And I do get that. It's also something to realize that the longer you're on YouTube, of course, people tend to like trivialize it, and then maybe they won't watch you as much because they're like, oh, it's there, and they find someone new. She's still doing really well, honestly, so it's not bad. YouTube drives the mind insane. Trust me, I know.
Can we see your vagina? Emphasis on vagina with the E. If you spelt it right, might have been more turned on, but with this spelling, that's a hard pass. Do you miss Superwoman days? Yo, I could throw my phone outside my window. There is no difference between me now and Superwoman days, minus me saying, what up everyone, it's your girl.
Big booty, bruv.
And one love, that is a wrap. What do I say? Please let me live, let me be Lily. You never really respond to haters, but if you could without holding back, what would you say?
What was that sound? Huh? Lily, you just made that sound and my dog woke up from across the room and ran out the house. Lily, I don't even have a dog. That's like E.T. sex noise. What is that? What is that sound, bro?
I do believe I'm very sassy and witty, and every once in a while I'm like, okay, I see your hate comment and I want to respond, but I won't.
So far in this video, Lily has called herself
Sassy and witty, and I still get the millions of views on Facebook and on Instagram being charming. Statistically, for NBC, this show has been a win. Actually, in a movie that was with Dwayne Johnson.
sassy, witty, charming, has millions of views, is friends with Dwayne, last name Johnson, The Rock, has contemporaries such as Jimmy Fallon and Kimmel.
Have you ever dated Humble?
You don't have to date Humble, but can you act like him, please?
You never really respond to haters, but if you could without holding back, what would you say? Yo, I have met a lot of successful people in my life. Not a single one of them, not even one, spends their time online critiquing people or writing mean things. And so you will never be critiqued by someone who is doing more than you.
Steve Jobs was literally built on beating other people up. Like, that's kind of how it works sometimes. It's not a bad thing. It's necessary.
Now, if I want to look at this from a business standpoint, let me just break this down. None of my bags have ever in the history of my career been affected by hate comments. But let's go do some math real quick. I have 3.3 billion views on YouTube, okay?
That's a flex. That's a flex. That is a flex not even flex tape can fucking fix. Someone get JonTron out here, because this is, get Full Swift out in this motherfucker. We need to measure with the flex tape how much of a flex that was. Good one, Lily. Nice one. 3 billion? I have maybe 9 million. You have kicked my arsehole.
Now, usually my videos get like 2% dislikes. There's some videos that have like, let's even say some videos that are like me trying to be a strong, empowered woman have like 50% likes.
I'm pretty sure I seen one with 90% dislikes.
Let's just say of all those 3.3 billion views, I had 15% thumbs down. 495 million thumbs down.
The only person in the world that can flex about getting 500 million people to thumbs down her. I got 500 million people hating on my shit.
Over the span of my career, that means that those people would have contributed to $742,000 in my pocket. That is my answer to haters, okay?
Wow, that's impressive. That is a ton of money from people who hate you. It says that a view only counts when you watch 30 seconds of a video. I would wager, I don't know, $742,000 that most of those people didn't stay for more than 30 seconds. So I don't know about that one. But hey, I mean, she does make a lot of money, so that's great. Bro, Lily, that is crazy talking down upon all these haters and flexing on them. You sure did flex on all the haters. You just called us haters and showed us how much money you make and how much we don't make. But Lily, there was once this wise woman and she basically said that
you will never be critiqued by someone who is doing more than you. Not a single one of them spends their time online critiquing people or writing mean things. People that are just there bashing my ish because they're not happy about where they are in life. While you are out there hating on people, they are collecting the bag.
I don't know who she was, but it made a lot of sense.
How do you feel when whites try to be cultured but end up being racist? I don't think you can generalize people in any group to say like, why are whites?
You said that we can't generalize them?
If I wanted to watch white people skate, I go to any courtroom in America. I'm not saying men are toilets, but both holidays are mostly catered towards a bunch of white johns. I understand that for some people, white people, I mean, one of the biggest fears of white America is that minorities are coming to take their jobs, you know what I mean?
That's like a samurai being like, don't use swords.
You still cannot group all white people into one group. I don't think that is right. You cannot group all men into one group either.
Okay, now, come on.
But thermostats were developed in the 1960s based on men's body temperature. The haters can believe it because that quote was said by a man. I need to say this is a fact again. There is a wage gap between women and men in the workplace. The conversation always has to involve men.
Did you start thinking normally recently? I mean, it's a welcome change, honestly. It's very contradictory from how you've been acting for the past forever. I'm glad that we're finally getting to this point.
And I'll just speak from my behalf, not anyone else's. As a woman of color, other groups have said some things to me that are insensitive. Dude, I'm bi.
She broke it up this time. She was like, I'm a woman of color. Then she took 10 seconds and then she said she was bi. She almost got past it. I'm a woman of color. Bisexual. I had to do it.
People need education, yes, but I really believe the way of doing it through cancel culture is not the way. We have to have the mindset of like educating people with compassion, allowing people the space to make mistakes so that we can call them on and have a conversation about it.
That is honestly so poignant. Good on you. Because someone braided your head too hard. As soon as the braids came off, you're like, let's give everyone a chance. I like this Lilly. I fully agree with that. And that was the video. It was a lot of things. It's Lilly being Lilly for the most part. The amount of flexing that was done in this video. We get it. We're not as successful as you, but maybe one day we will be. And when you're at the top, I guess it depends how you hold yourself that either makes you stay there or fall off. I never understand the flexing with Lilly, but I do want to say that the stuff about coming out and especially the stuff about cancel culture is very, very good. There's some really good things in this Q&A. I give you a couple props, Lilly, but please don't flex on me again. I already had low self-esteem. Now I have below self-esteem, which is just, I didn't even think that was possible. I always have way more fun than I need to when it's a Lilly video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, hit it, do it, smack it. Until next time, guys. And Fluffs, take us away.
Timothy De La Ghetto, you know, like he's married, but he still wilds out.
Thumbs up.